It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Cowboys and the Panthers, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They're led by the NFL's MVP in 2018 and also MVP of Super Bowl 54 in his 5th season. It's Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes now on first down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got first down, too.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Now Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. They'll be led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, now in his 17th season out of Cal. It's Aaron Rodgers. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And a stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's It's knocked away and incomplete. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Now it's Hines. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd and 16.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Gets this to Ferkser, the tight end. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. On third down, Hines. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They run with Hines, and he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. They're tackled by Cole Holcomb.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Man, I've seen that play.
Terry McLaurin, 54 yards. And the Cowboys will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks, and I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story. That's a full 67 yards in the air.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the run, here's Anthony McFarland.
And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Started the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. Shifts past him at the 45. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st down, Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
One thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Yeah, and that throw traveling at even 64 yards in the air. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. Now, that had trouble written on it from the start.
Yeah, I'd say, partner, sometimes you just got to know when to surrender and mitigate the loss. Instead, he kept going backwards, and now it's 3rd and long. Good luck with this play call.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Looking to throw is Mahomes. There's a nice move. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On 1st down, Hines. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd down, right back to Hines.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This one to the left to Higbee. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Tucker's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Carolina offense about ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's complete right side to Asiasi. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. This is Hines. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards remain on second down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He'll check this down to Hines. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in. And again, it's Mahomes. And he finds McLaurin. Touchdown, Cowboys! Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Rodgers. And that's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Open man, Amari Rodgers complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That is caught by Rodgers. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And again, it's Rodgers. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He's at the 50, the 40, 30. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. But what a break here. Turnover late in this first half, and now they're set up in field goal range already.
With a chance to get more. So what you're telling your unit as they go out onto the field is very simply this. We've got 3 in our hip pocket. Don't jeopardize that. Let's attack and go for the big one here. Let's go get 6 and give ourselves a chance to really feel good going into the half.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Here's 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. It looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. 35 yards that time on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The second of our 3 games here on this wildcard Saturday is at halftime. We're going to back out to you guys in just a minute. But first, time to look ahead to Sunday's action here in the NFC. A 4-5 battle that ought to be a tight one, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cowboys, for the Seahawks. And they had success all season throwing the football. No reason for that to change in the playoffs, as they've continued to move the ball well through the air. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers.
That's complete to Tony.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
7 yards, the pickup there. Second down and 3.
Here's Rodgers. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers able to hit his target, Lamb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Marcus Davenport. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. This one to Slayton over the middle. Touchdown, Panthers. Darius Slayton from 17 yards out. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Hines. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. Touchdown! Nyheim Hines, 32 yards. And the Cowboys continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game, and there was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Carolina getting set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Rodgers going to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop. From the 39, Rodgers being chased out left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now an inside draw. This is their fullback. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Jamal Agnew now to return it.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Come on, fellas.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Mahomes' throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. We'll check on his status when we get back. Mahomes firing complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he'll get nothing out of that one. I call it no gain there on the 1st down play. 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
There's a lot of good on that play when we see the big fella taking a rumble into the secondary. But how about the big part of it, taking care of the football? He doesn't carry it very often, but when he does, he's got to make sure that he doesn't get it popped free. Unlike Mike Tolbert in Super Bowl 50, carrying the ball popped free, turnover, and it hurt his team.
On 1st down, Rodgers got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. On the give, this is Cohen. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They'll try and run with their fullback. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Gabe Neighbors, a 6 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Well, it was second and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
To return, here's Agnew. Well, now how about this return?
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. Mahomes now on first down. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Cobb. A gain of 6 there on first. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on third down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They run again with Hines. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. On first down, Hines. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Mahomes to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do. They don't want to know.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Tucker's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Quinnen Williams in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Throw left side here, taken in by Asiasi, the tight end.
When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
And the Cowboys will advance to the next round as we say thanks for watching and so long, everybody.